Anyway, popular Nollywood actor Ninalowo Bolanle on Friday disclosed that he had parted ways with his wife, Bumi. In a lengthy post on his Instagram handle, the actor said he had finally accepted the, quote, reality of the end of the road, end quote. He, however, expressed optimism that the separation, which he described as sad reality, would give room and hope for a brighter and more fulfilling future. Now, this is the second time the couple is parting ways, as they parted ways the first time because the actor stepped out of his marriage and people are truly concerned for them. What are your thoughts? Join the conversation and call us on 081-0764-1679, 090-241-163440, or tweet to us at TVC Connect using the hashtag #YourViewOnTVC. A sad story, really, because many people were looking at them, you know, how loved up they were and all of it. But getting to hear this story yesterday, it came as a shock, a rude shock to me. But let me hear you out, ladies.
So I usually don't necessarily follow celebrities. I follow people that might be influential, but they're giving value on social media.
Absolutely.
Ninalowo, I got to know him when he did Picture Perfect movie, and I went to his page, realized that he's married, he has adults, this like almost adult, grown-up kids, you know, and I found he has such a beautiful wife. I'm like, oh my God, and he's always flaunting the wife, you know. So you see some men that are celebrities, actors actually, and you never see their wives. They will never post picture of their wives. They will never show their family. But he's always posting himself and his wife, celebrating his wife.
And his children.
Always talking about how this person stood by me in challenging times. This is how we're growing together. When I saw the divorce news, it shocked me. I was shocked. I did not even know how to take it, because we always expect that, we know life is full of its challenges. And his detailed post was, we should respect the fact that they have a private life. Why we're discussing it is because we want to understand the
issues surrounding.
Yes, we want to learn.
It's not them in particular, but the issues around.
So because there were a few things that were issues in that marriage. He has spoken openly about cheating on his wife before. He has spoken openly about separating from his wife before, and how he fought to get back into that marriage. And when you read the statement for divorce, he said, after all I have done, you know, like, he feels like, he sounded as if he has put in all he could to win back the love of his wife. So in my head, in my judgy head, or in my I like Nino head, it came to me like unforgiveness might play a role, because there's a case of I've done all I can and I don't know, it seemed like this thing still did not work, so I leave it to God. In his words, it was like, I leave it to God. God should reward me for what I have done, and what I did not do. So there's that feeling of this person really wanted the marriage to work. And it brings the question, can one person make marriage work? You know, can you cheat and expect your partner to move on? Can you, would you do something that you know your partner doesn't like consistently, and think that because you have apologized and you have, you've apologized? I'm not talking about this relationship. I'm talking about generally, because sometimes you see relationship that a woman will say, unreconcilable difference is that I have complained about this thing. You pick your teeth like this over and over again. I don't like it. And I have been in this marriage for 15 years. Every day I keep telling you, I cannot continue. Irreconcilable difference, it is over. Something as little as doing something that your partner doesn't want over and over again. And I'm thinking that saying I'm sorry is enough reason to
and there's also the aspect of people saying that women are committed to their vows, and so when you breach that commitment, it takes them a while to forgive. You might think that you are doing everything to forgive. Is that true, though, that women do not really forgive when you breach that commitment that you made to you both, to yourselves, that you want to commit to moving together and all of it? So can you forgive and not forget? Can you forget and not forgive? I mean, there's just this conversation here and there, Damola.
You're talking about forgiveness. I also saw the speculations on social media that, you cheated on her, you do not expect her to just move on like that. But my take on this is, if you have decided to forgive someone, I don't want to believe that that's what has led to this second breakup, but peradventure, unforgiveness is coming into play in this breakup. I would like to say that if you have chosen to forgive someone, your partner, forgive and forget. Because if you now forgive and don't forget and continue to harbor resentment towards your partner, it will start building up, and then before you know it, you would fall out of love. So if you have taken it upon yourself that, oh, I want to forgive this person, forgive them from the bottom of your hearts, for your own sanity, for your own healthy relationship with them. And then again, when I saw this breakup, it was really, really, it broke my heart because, you know, Makanaki, like I like to call him, you know, Makanaki, he's a good-looking man. His wife is gorgeous. They have gorgeous children. You know, they looked so happy and, you know, just living within their means. Yeah, and just doing their thing. In fact, I'm still hoping that it's a publicity stunt, because he put a publicity stunt on us when we thought he was featured in Extraction, the movie, only for us to find out that he was only featured in the promo. So I'm still hoping that it's a publicity stunt. Because I don't want to believe it. The reality hasn't dawned on me yet. And I just wish them all the best if this is true. And I'm also thinking that maybe separation might be good for them to find their ways back again. It might be a time to reflect and see what they have missed, or in what ways that they have missed their ways, and then, you know, come back, because it's unhealthy to raise children in a toxic environment. It's better to like take some time apart.
Yes, that's actually
reflect
what
he come back again.
Yeah, what he said. Because from what you have said, tying it to forgiveness, trust is key. And the question is, can trust be mended once it's broken? Because it's a critical aspect of a marriage. And any relationship that is looking towards marriage at the end of the day. But I'm looking at that aspect. Can it be mended? But Toby, you have something to say here.
I see people pray and say that I want my marriage to be like yours. Don't try it. Because you see, even on social media, all you see are the good parts. And then you see people commenting and saying that if only I can have a marriage like yours. Couple goals and all that. But the truth is, you don't know what they are on Fararo.
I will say it in English.
There's some word I'm saying in Yoruba. Apologies. The translation of that, what you're Fararoing, right? What you're enduring. But it's deeper than that, right? A lot of people don't know the extent of what another person is going through in their marriage, and you just see all the glamour and you wish your marriage would be like that. But please, just focus on your own marriage. And for online in-laws, right? There are people that saw this story and were really heartbroken. I mean, see them, the online in-laws. So sometimes I think that separating issues, right, and not really being so involved in their lives as celebrities or in celebrities' lives as such should be...
That aspect, do you think that could be a pressure on a marriage?
Yes, because sometimes some people might have challenges and they don't want to post, but maybe because in the first 2 years they posted and they're just trying to keep a... Let's just continue.
Up appearances.
We've not posted today. Oh yeah, come, let's take a picture. You don't know.
That you just quarrel, finish.
You just quarrel, but
they don't know we are quarreling.
Yes.
Because...
and another thing I was also going to say also is that there are deal breakers in marriage.
Yes.
So the fact that you offend someone or you hurt somebody and you expect that Shebi have asked for forgiveness, now she'll move on. People deal with hurts, people deal with abuse differently. So give that spouse some time to heal. Even though Oyedamola, some may feel that forgive and forget, but for some people, forgetting may not be as easy. Yes, you're forgiving, but it takes a while. And then,
especially because it's in the limelight.
When I saw this story, you know how it is that they say that people that tell stories tell it to their advantage. When I was reading it, I felt pity. I felt, how can a guy go through this? But if the wife was supposed to say this story also, she would have said it in a way that wasn't pointing fingers at her being the guilty one. Do you see? So I think that in cases like that, we should also be careful and sift through the emotions or the feeling that we want, or that the person that writes wants us to feel from any write-up.
Now, it's often said that there are 3 sides to a story. Your side, the other person's side, and the truth. We are not there. We are all online in-laws reading this story. And the pressure, like she mentioned, talking about social media, the pressure from social media and being in the limelight could also have, added to this matter. You see him in movies, and you always have to talk about, oh, it's just a movie. There are those spouses who cannot handle certain things, especially if your husband or wife is in the movie industry, in the media, and they do not understand what your job entails. There are certain persons who cannot handle it, especially if there's been a case before and they feel that you are close to certain persons. They cannot manage it. I'm not saying that's the issue here, but I'm saying that there's also the notion that this could also have contributed. I'm happy that I married a man that is in the media. That we both understand what our job entails. I understand, okay, if he's away for 1 week, 2 weeks, I understand what he's doing, I understand his job, okay, this is what is going on. There are those spouses who do not have an idea what your job entails. They are wondering why you are committing so much to your job and you are seemingly not giving them that attention, you are not present. It's like you're always traveling. I don't see you. Yet you say you love me. You don't call me at a particular time. You're not calling me enough. Not understanding that your job is taking its toll on you. There are certain times I can't call my husband because I know he's busy.
He cannot call you now.
There are certain times, yes, he can't even call me now.
Even
because
if he knows
that, okay, I'm on air. Even if he sends me a text message, he knows that I may not be able to respond because I am on air. And after what happens? So there are those who might need to have conversations with their partners as to what they are doing. You recall that there are even some persons who had to stop doing certain jobs
to maintain their marriage.
Because they had to maintain their marriage.
So depending on the personality of who you are married to, it's not about, because I see comments that, men are going through a lot. So, the way the message came across, it came across like, men, I have tried. I have tried to make it work. I have given all to make it work. God, you see my heart. Reward me based on what I have done.
That was what I did not do. That was where the balance came in.
Yes, and I liked it. And it just won our like it. We now just
no, we don't like him again.
No, he won us like even more, right? Because he understood that I'm not perfect, and even the things I did not do, But when we talk about our jobs, who we are, it's not easy to be married to an actor. It is not. Actors go through a terrible, like being married to them is a lot of weight on their partner. Like you require a lot of patience to be able to marry such a person. Yes. Even those that were not actors, that were broadcasters, just on TV, that were just speaking on TV, being married to us is work. You travel. My husband will talk to a photographer, taking pictures. I'll be talking to my husband. Somebody will just come in and be talking to me like he did not see.
Yes,
I'm talking to somebody, and then you give him the phone to take picture. Like, the rude, so it takes a lot of patience and understanding for him to know that, let her do, I'll just go and sit there and wait until when you finish before I will go. So it is not everybody that is cut out for that life. And for us, a lot of people say, has tried. He's going through a whole lot. The woman herself has tried. And it's not that she's not forgiving or anything. It might just be that her personality cannot handle this anymore. And they have a 17-year-old daughter. So it's been a long time. Acting, they live in 2 different countries. So if you are like me, it's a gum thing. As in, I cannot, if you are out, if my husband is out for 3 weeks, you will think that he has gone for 3 years. The way I'll be behaving, I'll be calling him, I'll be sending messages, I'll take picture, I'll send to him. I'm like, what's going on? I just have myself like...
3 weeks?
No, one day.
One day.
And if for reasons he has to now live in a different country, it will put a lot of strain on. And it's not about love. It's about my love language and personality.
Absolutely.
Be able to speak it. Correct. So this is a marriage that has gone through different seasons and different phases, and maybe based on personality and maybe based on their career path, it just might not be working. So we're having conversations so that those that are single can start thinking, because one guy was saying that, let me even get his name, Alesh something. He said, hey, these people that advised me on my marriage, my marital mentors, he's also an actor, have now broken up. What will happen to my marriage? Like, what am I going to do? That I really want my marriage to work, but I don't know what is going to happen. Because many people look at them and say, man, Makanaki, big buff guy, fine babe, and they are always together. I went through his page, he has removed their pictures. And it's just so...
That's how many years? Of marriage?
Abraham's call.
17 years.
Abraham is calling from Kaduna. Good morning. Welcome to the show. Go ahead with your contribution.
Okay. I just want to ask a question, please.
Right.
Please, that person speaking that is always sitting at Morayo's seat. Is he Morayo? Are you Morayo?
My name is Veronica. I'm not Morayo.
The resemblance is very strong.
I'm more like a younger sister to Morayo. Okay, you can take it like that.
Okay. I will ask you whether you guys are
oh, really? We thought you wanted to make contributions to our conversation, but it's fine.
No. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Tell everybody.
I see this comment a lot.
Is this Morayo?
Is this Morayo?
Is she related?
Are we related? We are not related. No, we just have this resemblance, so to speak. But back to the issue. And you were talking about how it is the pressure that distance puts on marriage, as well as personality, love language. In fact, he spoke about his mental health, and then he also went ahead to speak about how she outgrew him at some point. So has he been able to catch up with her as she outgrew him, and all of it now, the aspect of their grown children, how are they going to move on from here? There's so many issues to look into, but we need to go on a break. When we return, we have an expert that will be speaking with us on this matter, and we'll look at it holistically. How he is the expert here, he'll be talking to us on that. But when we return, stay with us.